there, and welcome back to Exercise with Emer. It's time to call everyone in the house to come and join in with you. So today I wanted to work on some throwing and catching activities. When throwing at objects, it is really important to keep our eyes on our target. I want you to imagine like you're at a carnival, and if you hit the object, you're going to win a prize. Imagine one of those big, massive teddies. Then when you're catching, we need to keep our eye on the ball and have ready hands. So it's all about our hand-eye coordination. Now, what is hand-eye coordination? Basically, it's the relationship with what we see and how we use our hands. Hand-eye coordination is the ability of the eyes to coordinate the information that we receive, to control it, guide it, and to direct our hands to accomplish or succeed in our task. So it's something similar to handwriting or catching a ball. So this skill is developed through lots and lots of practice. It's so important to do things like this every day. So practicing our throwing and catching will really improve our skill. And doing such tasks as playing, eating, playing an instrument, or arts and crafts, all of those things all help with our hand-eye coordination. We use this skill every single day, and exercise has been shown to have a really positive impact on hand-eye coordination. So let's have some fun practicing with some of our activities. Okay, so for today's lesson, we need a basket or a bucket or whatever you can find, and we're gonna need some balls or socks, and then maybe some empty bottles or something that you can use as a target to throw at, because we're gonna throw balls or our socks at the item and see if we can knock them down, okay? All right, before we begin that, we're gonna do a few little warm-up throwing and catching games. So what I want you to do first is we're gonna throw the ball with two hands, and I want you to throw it up, but I want you to then try and catch it with one. So up with two, catch with one, okay? So let's see how we get on with that. Up with two, catch with one. So if you notice, what am I looking at? What are my eyes always focused on? Now, will we try it with our opposite hand? So I'm right-handed, I write with my right hand. So what we tend to say is our non-dominant hand. So I'm gonna try it with that one now, catching it. And it will be a little bit harder because we don't use our non-dominant hand a lot for most of the things we do every day. So we're throwing up and catching with non-dominant. Yes, that is a bit more difficult, all right. I really feel like I have to see where my hand is and move it in order to catch the ball, whereas with the dominant hand, I found it a lot easier. Okay, let's do like 3 more. Hein, do, 3. Well done. Okay, now we're gonna throw up with one and catch with one. So I'm gonna start with my dominant hand, or the hand that I write with. So I'm looking at the ball, I'm following its every movement. And in order to catch it, I have to move myself a little bit as well. Because if I just stay in the same place and the ball ends up over here, I'm not gonna be able to catch it. So I'm following it with my eyes, but I'm also following it with my hand. And I have my hand in a nice ready position, soft. And I'm kind of catching it in around here with the pads of my finger. I've cupped my hand so that the ball will fall nicely into it. Okay, let's try our non-dominant hand. This would be a little bit more difficult. Ooh, okay, good. How are you finding it? I don't have as much control, so for me, I definitely need to practice my non-dominant hand a lot more, I think. Good job. One more. Super. Okay, next we're gonna throw the ball up, and I want you to try and touch the ground with both hands. So we'll throw the ball, we're gonna touch the ground and then catch. Okay, so you have to be quick. All right, ready? Throw. Woo! Again. Oh, I like it. I'm gonna see if I can do a double touch. Woo. Woo. I did it. Are you able to do it at home? You have to be quick. This is fun, I like this. Whoa, nearly didn't catch that one. Okay, last one. Happy enough with that. That was pretty fun. Now I wanna get into some throwing. So, we're gonna practice 2 different types of throws. We're gonna practice our underhand throw, and then we're gonna practice our overhand throw. Now, I have 2 buckets. I have one that's quite big and one that's a good bit smaller. So the bigger one will be an easier target and the smaller one will be that little bit harder to get the ball into. If you need to start closer to your targets, then do that, that's fine. And then you can just keep taking steps back as you feel more and more confident. So we're gonna start with an underhand throw. So that looks like this. We come from behind and we're just throwing and releasing the ball at its highest point. Okay, so I'm really focusing on where I want the ball to go. So at this point, I'm not looking at the ball, I'm just looking at my target. And I need to use my brain. So if I throw this and it goes too far, I need to know for the next time that I need to give it a little bit less force, or if it's short, to give it a little bit more force. Okay, so let's try this one. Sweet, okay, cool, we'll try again. So, too much force. I need a little bit less force this time. Yes! Yes! Okay, we're gonna try the same thing, but I'm gonna try it in my smaller box. So this will be a little bit tricky. So I'm really gonna have to focus here. Yes! Oh, too short. So I need a little bit more force. Yes! Oh, okay, I always say you have to finish on a make. So I need one to go in. Yes, okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do overhand, okay? So I'm starting with my big bucket first, just so I can get into the swing of things. Okay, target. Yes. Yeah. One more. All right. Sweet. Okay, now for the smaller target. Whew, this is gonna be tricky. Oh, yes. How are you doing at home? Yes. Now, if you're missed, don't worry. Who cares? It's all about practice and having fun. Yes. Let's see if I can get one more in. Ah, okay, I'm happy with that. All right, so now what I want you to do is we're going to actually make a target and we're going to try and hit the target. So I'm going to use some cones, but you can use, I don't know, a bottle of water, maybe an empty bottle of water might be a good idea. Something that's not breakable and is not too heavy would probably be a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna start myself off with these and see how I get on. So for this, I think I'm gonna use an overhand throw. Okay, so now I've got my targets lined up. I'm going to use a heavier ball, I think. So something like this might be easier. So again, I like to put one foot forward, but whatever is comfortable for you. So I'm gonna start with my blue cone. All right, come on, Gurm. Go down. Shias, shias, shias. Woo! Sweet. Okay, on to Jarg. Shias, Jarg. Oh, man. Oh, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna use the same ball. Jarg, shias. Oh, come on. Moshe the Hule, shias. Yeah. Woo, cool. All right, next one. All right, Gloss. Now's your time. Shias, Moshe the Hule. Yeah! This is a lot of fun. Okay, I've got two more. Do you know what? I'm gonna use my big red one till last. So I'm gonna go for the Gurm cone. Yes! Okay, and last but not least. And celebration dance! How did you get on at home? I hope you have fun, and I hope you didn't make a really big mess like me. Thank you so much for today. It was a really fun activity, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Slán!